mind sliding over a smidgen? Just a smidgen.
There needs to be room for my thighs.
And there's not?
They're agape.
Oh. See, someone said that's how you got that baby in the first place.
The belly is feeling heavier.
Yeah.
So, and we did a nice 1.5 mile walk today, which got things moving.
Congrats to you.
Thank you. Thank you for being a good partner. Like, I don't need nobody that's like, oh, lay down, it's okay. I'm like, no, tell me to get off the couch.
Get your ass up. Like that.
Well, I was trying not to cuss, but.
Oh, I'm just gonna bleep it out. Get your behind up. Nah, that ain't even me, dog. That ain't
What
even
you gonna
me.
do when the baby get here?
Welcome to a cocktail conversation where we drink a cocktail and then we have a what?
Conversation?
Yep.
Yep, that's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Gosh.
You know what? Actually, I have no idea what I'll do. They're grasping language not at birth, so that gives me some time, maybe, to like edit my words down.
I'm gonna be like my granny and just call them strong words. She always be like, you're not old enough to say a strong word.
You know, and I don't want to necessarily change my language, but I also don't want to have a cussing child.
I feel like it's gonna happen because
it happens to everybody. Because you can be the best of the best of the best at not saying it, and then the one time you stub your toe and you just holler out, that's the one thing that they grab onto, and they're like, over and over and over and over and over again.
I mean, it's just like anything else. If you restrict it, it's like, oh, I want to say it. I'm like, you just not old enough.
Yeah, that's not a word you say. I say that. My language has more colors to it. You have some different colors in your palette. And when you get older, you can use more colorful language.
Okay.
You don't like it?
It just feel like too much.
I was just going on the same vibe of strong language, and you looking at me like,
No, I'm just like, okay, that can be your thing. I asked the question. I asked, what are you going to do when the baby? That's your answer.
I'm just letting you know what your face looked like when I said it.
That's fine.
What did you order today?
Everything and nothing. That's how I felt. It's like, what type of flavors do you want? And I was like, pineapple. I'm okay with something spicy. So bartender's going to come up with something. Last time I had a mojito.
Was it good?
There in the Midland. I was glad to see another server today.
Dang. I like the last one. He wears cool hats. But this is our second time here. We're at a spot called St. Valentine. I don't know what area this is. I guess this would be East Dallas. Since another spot that we go to, they consider themselves East Dallas and they're just like around the corner. So I guess that's what this is. I don't know, I'm still learning. But I enjoy it. It's got a nice patio. They're playing like Khruangbin right now. And we're the only people out here. Huh?
We are the only people out here.
Yeah. You said I know everything?
Yeah. I'm like, this is nothing familiar. And then you just come out with it. I'm like, oh, guess it is.
It's very familiar to me.
Be right with me.
This is Black Pumas.
Oh, we love Black Pumas though.
Yeah. There is a vibe that they're curating of patio. There's a breeze. It's a little bit overcast, but the sun is right behind the clouds. I prefer it look just like this, quite honestly.
Yeah, this is welcoming baby weather, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, just let me dip my toe into warm weather. That's all. Like, I do feel like we got a spring this year, and I'm super excited about that.
You better enjoy it, because
it's finna be over.
Okay.
I'm very well aware, but
welcome to Texas.
We got to experience it this year. I felt like in years past, it's been like a week, and then it's straight rain, and then it's summer. Mm-hmm. And you never get to enjoy the in-between.
Okay, I would agree.
So, it's been nice. Maybe it's because we're more conscious of it. We're not just like go, 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 go.
We not just, there's stuff to do.
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of options for things to do, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Even this Sunday, there's this free pizza fest in Grand Prairie.
Oh, you headed to Grand Prairie?
I did, Oh, this me? Wow.
non-alcoholic riff on our pineapple get down.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
You don't want to put any food in or anything like that?
Nah, we're good on food. It'll be just drinks tonight.
Be back in a few minutes. Check on you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Is it?
I gotta tell people what I ordered. So it is happy hour from 5 to 8. Very happy hour if you ask me. But I ordered the Big Booty Trudy. And that has pineapple skin Sharonda. I don't know who she is. Passion fruit, lemon, macadamia orgeat, and velvet falernum. That's a lot of things I don't have at my home bar. So I was just like, you know what? I got to try the Big Booty Trudy. What's she talking about?
You do like booties.
I do like booties.
So he said it's a riff on the pineapple get down. Virgin, of course. So pineapple vodka, sour pineapple, habanero tincture, and bubble water with tahini on the rim. Okay, so one of my, do you say classmates, even though y'all didn't graduate the same year in college?
Sure, schoolmates, classmates.
One of my schoolmates, I know she doesn't drink either, but she was debating, like, is a mocktail, you paying $14 for juice?
What's your thoughts on it?
I don't particularly enjoy the mocktail with the non-alcoholic substitute.
Like a seed lip or a ritual?
Ritual, like, I don't have to have that. I mean, I like the vibe, you know. I get to enjoy a pretty drink, pretty juice.
It's something other than just like Topo Chico or the like Sprite.
Right.
It just, for some people, like, this coming here is the social element. And so it's
Yeah.
like, I want to look cute.
Exactly. It's cuter when you make it at home for the free.
Well, nothing's ever truly free, but it is discounted. I did the math on what it cost me to make an old fashioned at home. $2.66. Can't beat that.
No, we can't.
But you know what I do love? Being outdoors and meeting new people and being in a new environment. Because I get real tired of my same environment all the time.
I see. Because when I get home, you're like, let's go.
I've been there all day.
Can't even change my drawers.
Yeah, you really can't even change your drawers. Which today, no point. You did a mile and a half. No point in changing those drawers.
Oh, man. So I know we talked over like lunch break-ish and text throughout the day a little bit. But I was really trying to break up with my phone today.
Were you?
Yeah. I just find myself wanting like background noise or like stuff to fill the time with. I'm like, why is that? Why can't I just sit down?
It'd be rough, don't it?
Oh, man. So I tried that because I've been on a kick on Spotify. Look, I'm itching now.
Dang. Just talking about the phone.
Just talking
got
about
her
it.
fiending.
But on Spotify, they do this thing called Daily Drive or like a daily playlist. And I like that.
That's the one that adds in like music and news and
Yes, it's a nice mix. Like, I feel adult, but then I also get to hear my favorite songs. I wish they suggested new songs in there because I get tired. But it's cool. But I'll let that play like while I'm in the office.
You just like background noise.
I like background noise.
When we drove to our appointment on Monday and you were like, oh, but turn something on. You're like, I want to hear something. And I was like, I've been hearing things all day. I want to not hear something. I want to be aware of my environment. And I realized so often I'm not. So that was the reason for that on Monday.
You be lying sometimes though. You be
When?
like, I don't want to hear nothing. So then I'm quiet. And you be like, so how was your day? So you don't want to hear nothing. That means nothing to me. But you're like, I want to talk. I'm like, okay, so we're talking.
We have two different definitions.
Okay.
Because to me, the nothing is like, I don't want to hear anything on the radio. I don't want to hear a podcast. I don't want to hear a book. I don't want to hear an album, a play. I don't want to hear that. I'd rather connect with you because I feel like sometimes either music gets in the way of that and it stands as a gap filler for space and time with people, or it's just the background noise. And it's like, if we're going to talk, I don't necessarily need the background all the time. So that's I'm glad you said that. Your definition's different. You'd be like, no, you said don't talk. And it's like, I didn't say
You
don't
said, I don't want to
talk.
hear nothing. you don't hear me talk. Is how I took that.
That's not what I said. So listening for clarity, and then asking me. So does that mean you want to talk or you don't want to talk?
I did. I was like, so we're talking.
And I said, yeah.
And I'm like, okay. Oh, so indecisive. I'm like, what do you want from me?
I'm not indecisive. You literally just said this is coming from your perspective.
I know. I'm also sharing my perspective of how I felt in the moment.
Yes.
Like, she kind of indecisive. Like, she don't know what she wants.
Not at all. Not at all. I hope that breaking up with your phone goes well. Do you plan to do that tonight?
Oh, at night is fine.
Interesting. You don't have an issue with it when you come home from work, just when you're at work.
Yeah, I'll put that thing on the charger and leave it alone. It's really like in the morning or at work. Because I don't want what I have to do during the day to interrupt what I'm listening to either. So let's say, and that's why I don't watch a lot of TV. Because I feel like, oh, I have to watch TV, like I have to sit and watch it. I don't want to do that. Like, I want to listen to my news on the road while I'm walking Cannon or doing something else.
So you don't know how to sit still?
I do. I just don't want to do that and watch TV. I'll do it in color.
So, okay, I'll break that down further. Just because we're talking about it, you need to be stimulated. You need something to do. You're not good at doing nothing or doing little. Like, it's like your brain needs a task.
Yeah. And the show has to be really good for me to get, like The Diplomat, because you got to pay attention. Like, that's the task, is to like really figure out what they're doing. Slow moving. No, thank you.
How are you liking Last of Us?
I done fell asleep.
Yeah, to me, that isn't necessarily indicative of if you like it or not, because you'll fall asleep on a lot of things, but it's just because you're tired and you're a pregnant person and you're at like week 38. So I don't be chalking it up to nothing, that you'll fall asleep. That just is what it is. I know you're a tired, busy person. But do you like it?
Well, this last episode, no. Who would like it? I was actually upset with you, like, because we started off watching it. I fell asleep, and you were like, "Oh, you gotta watch it. And I watched it. And I was like, "Why would she have me watch this sad thing?"
You can say it, because by the time this comes out, that we done gave people.
They done killed the
3
man.
days. What
And
man?
all.
Main character man.
Yeah, Joel.
Okay, I didn't think you was gonna get it.
They done killed my man. And all he doing is saving people. That's all he been doing, ever doing. Saving that little girl.
Debatable. Yes, the little girl was primary, but he also killed a lot of people along the way.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. If we was out here fighting for our lives,
I'd do it for my daughter, but at the
and
same
I do it again. Like, I don't understand. What's the problem?
But at the same time, those were choices that you made to keep someone safe, to keep yourself safe. But hey, you came face to face with them consequences, my boy.
And the little girl had the nerve to be mad at me. I saved you, and you want to get an attitude with me?
Yeah, that's a kid that don't
Just
understand.
ungrateful.
Yeah, that's 100% what that is.
You think you're grown.
I don't necessarily look forward to that, but I know it's coming, because guess what? I was ungrateful. I didn't understand the sacrifices and stuff that my mom made to make sure that I had. I didn't think about it because I just had it,
Keep living, baby.
It just was.
You know.
So we'll have an ungrateful child. We'll do our best to raise them well and instill all these values, and then they'll turn around and do something or say something. You'll be like,
You were never there for me.
You never let me do anything. I don't get to go anywhere.
I just am waiting for the day, because I called my mom in college, and I was like, Mama, I'm so sorry. Everything I ever did to you, ever said, I am so sorry. I get it now.
I still be like amazed at some of the things I did or said. Like, you ever have a flashback of something you did or said, and you're just like, oof, that was a really terrible thing to have done or said. Or
I apologize to her all the time. I'm like, Lord, Mama, forgive me. I didn't get it. I ain't see it.
Didn't see the vision.
I ain't see the vision. But now I'm like, and especially, shout out to my dad. I love my dad. But I'm like, dang, she put up with this?
I feel it.
You just see your parent in a different light.
Oh, yeah. I hope that I'm always a superhero Baba, and that I don't do things in the shadows that if they were to come to light, that our child will be like so disappointed in me, or like wouldn't want to talk to me, or be like, you're not who I thought you were.
It's gonna happen.
I can think of some things that my dad did and I found out about it, and it's definitely changed the way I see him. And he didn't have to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Heard.
On the way here, we listened to some good old Kendrick. Not the full album, but one song came up, and it really made me realize how much I miss listening to that, because I was on That Tough, and then at the same time, Chromacopia.
I hadn't heard that in a minute.
If it wasn't Chromacopia playing at full length, sometimes back to back from beginning to end, then I will put on GNX. And recently, when we were pulling up the song that Kendrick has that Dodie features on, played, in which I still feel like his verse goes hard. The production of that song is great. Lyrically, it's fantastic. That be hyping me up, and it be making me feel like in my mind I can see walk. And I know I can't, and I know I shouldn't. But it just, it sets the tone, right? But Dodie this week, man, he been on something else. He basically was like, speaking of ungrateful, the segue, try to put Kendrick on blast and be like, I did the song with Kendrick and I'm still broke. I'm still homeless. That ain't do nothing for me. I didn't make nothing off that. I still live out of blah, 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 blah. And
That sounds like a personal problem.
that's exactly what I felt. Like, you mad that this song that blew up or this album that blew up didn't get you anywhere? That was his project. What you talking
What did you
about?
do with it? What did you do with the opportunity? Did you have some music lined up? Oh, y'all like this? Yeah.
Hey, man, hey, you got to be ready for an opportunity when it's coming. And you were not, sir. Like, either that or scramble, because sometimes you don't know that the blessing's on its way. You chilling. All right, you caught your blessing. Now, squabble up.
That's what you did this week.
I had to, quite literally. I'm having a work session with one of my homies, and she is a very successful hospitality photographer who cannot be at all places at once. She is very wanted out here in these photography streets by these hotels and companies and brands and restaurants, all that. And so she had handed off some business to me, real chill, real chill. And was like, I'm gonna put you in contact on the email, and then I find out it's a brand that I've wanted to work with for a long time. Major brand. Yeah, still doing good. Probably by the next time you come by, I'll put in another order. Thank you. And it made me have to scramble to get my shit together, because the first question in the email that the person asked was like, hey, Nikki, so great to meet you. Thank you so much for, the person who connected me. Thank you for connecting me, and send me a link to your website so that I can view some of your work. And I was like, most of my work that I get freelance is word of mouth, or people that I've worked with for years that are like, they recommend me to someone else and I just do their stuff. Ain't nobody asking for verifications, no blue check. So I had to get that together last night, send it over. But you know what? You know who I won't be blaming if I were not ready, or if I did not get the opportunity? I wouldn't be blaming the hand that fed me the opportunity and being like, I didn't even get rich off that. I didn't get nothing off that. They didn't pay me, blah, 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 blah. Or I do the job. It's a successful job. I do get paid for it. I didn't get nothing else from them. Whose fault is that?
So he's seeing it as an injustice. Like he didn't get paid at all. Like, was it like, oh, we agreed on this and you didn't get paid?
I was like, here you go with your questions. I was like, I don't know.
I'm just saying, this is questions that need answering.
I was like, I don't know how he views that, but in his text message, it was just like, basically calling him out like he's on bum. Like, this is not how you do people type of energy. And it's like, I gave you the opportunity of a lifetime to hop on a song with me at my hottest.
because I didn't know who he was before. Just
Honestly,
saying.
and I still don't outside of that song.
So I see a little parallel in the fact of like, we explored getting ready for opportunities such as this to be legitimized, and you weren't ready at the time. But you didn't blame anybody else. It was just like you weren't ready. And I pray and hope that an opportunity like this comes back around, because I know you were very excited about it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change the circumstance of why I can't do this job for anything. The reason of why I can't ultimately do this job is because it's now been rescheduled from Monday to May 5th, and my baby's due May 3rd. So anything that you schedule past next week, I don't know. We'll see about it. I can give you a TBD, but I can't commit to something like that. And for a brand as big as that, they need commitment, they need their assurities, they need all that stuff. And I can't give that to them, because at any given point, you could be in labor. And I'm not mad at them. I get it.
I mean, they changed the date, but ultimately, like, I wish that you could see yourself how I see you, because when I brought up, like, oh, legitimizing, like, get an LLC, get a website, legal documents, things like that, it's because I knew this would happen. Like, you're putting yourself in certain circles, connecting with different people, taking opportunities. I'm like, it's time. So I just want you to know that I see that in you, and I want you to see that in yourself.
I appreciate it. I get glimmers of it. And this week was definitely a kick in the ass to get back to that and to put the funding behind it. Because it's not that I don't believe that I'm great or that I have the talent. It's always like, man, what else could that money be used for? That was definitely the reason why I didn't do it, a month or so ago when we first had the conversation. It was like, man, I sure could, I have it in the bank. And then my mind is always like, man, as soon as I let go of this money, something's gonna happen and I'm gonna need it.
So we need to work on like a lack mindset.
Sure, I'll say that. And at that time, I legitimately did not have that half of that to be giving to that project at the time. To me, I felt that would be irresponsible to spend that money that I have and I don't at the same time. I have it there. I would not be in debt for using it. And given what my goal was, that would have taken away from this other goal for this thing. So it's just like, I wish I had all the money in the world and all the things could fall in place. And then sometimes it's just taking a risk and hoping that sooner or later it pays off. And as of right now, I'm of the mindset of like, you know what? We could do it because the money can always be made back. But at that time, I was not financially ready for that.
Understood. Something I was listening to today, because today I didn't do the daily drive. I just did podcasts. They just play in the back. So I listened to things like Ebony K. Williams.
Who is that?
She was on Real Housewives of New York.
Huh,
She has her own podcast.
I need you're good. Need a picture of her. Ebony K.
Yeah, she, she's a lawyer by trade. Also a single mother by choice. So lots of things there that I enjoy hearing the legal side of things. But she comes out twice a week. Every now and then I can't catch the schedule because I need her to go like give me things at least once a week. But have you heard of the podcast for Healthy Hoes?
For Healthy Hoes?
Yeah.
I have not, but that sounds enticing.
I love it. Sometimes she'll do episodes with her partner. Sometimes she'll just do it by herself. But today was really talking about like, stop giving a what other people think. And I really felt that because I feel like in my role as a provider, I try to meet people where they are. So it's constantly thinking about like, how did they receive that? What's the best way to deliver this? How do they view me? Do they prefer another provider? Like all the things. And then it's hard to turn off.
Like when you come home
When I
or
come
when you
home.
interact with friends or family.
Yeah. And I'm like, why? I shouldn't care. When do I ever just get to be myself? So she has some mantras that she lists. I'm going to have to listen to it again. I do better with those type of podcasts in the mornings. But yeah, I'm going to listen to it again. It was really good.
Word. What are some ways that you find that you show up in friendships or our relationship or family things where you don't maybe feel like your most authentic self, and how can you change that?
Funny thing is, my friend Tasha, yesterday, we caught up, and it was mostly about her, which is okay with me, right? And she's like, I feel like I should be listening more. You should be talking more. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, but you're so therapeutic. And I was kind of sat with that for a little bit. And I was like, sometimes I do just kind of fade into like, I'm just asking questions, letting you explore how you feel about stuff. And then we can leave a conversation and I never have shared anything. So I feel like making sure that I use an opportunity to share and connect with people, and that the therapeutic relationship goes both ways.
Yeah. So you feel like that's on you, or that you feel like maybe your friendships don't give you the opportunity until maybe the end? Like there's not a, and what about you, girl? Like, do you feel like you're holding back and you're just in this, in the previous role that you were in where you had to do like one-on-ones and
Yeah.
that was really a lot of what you did? Like,
Yeah. I feel like there's definitely conversations where I've tried and I'm like, okay, well, you're just not ready to listen. And so then I just honestly be like, oh, it's not worth my energy. And that's okay. And then other times where I'm like, oh, I'm taking the back seat because it's easier just to listen. So it's a little bit of both.
I feel that. That easy to listen for sure. Sometimes that is the easy to listen is the less energy that it takes. I find myself doing that a lot in work conversations, or sometimes even catching up with work friends, where it's like, oh, dog, go ahead, man, because I am tired as hell and I don't feel like talking. And I know that you're going to run this joint up with conversation. So go ahead and fill that space and I'll let you. I'm listening. I'm still listening. I might pop in a question or two, a nod. Like, I'm following along. It's not just like lip service, but sometimes, yeah, it is easier energy-wise to just be like, no, you go ahead, big dog. And then you find at the end of those conversations, like, I can think of a couple people off top where I've done that with quite a bit. And I'm like, I know so much about them and they know nothing about me.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes because of that, me taking that easier, comfortable route, it breeds shallow relationships.
I can see that. But do you view it shallow or they view it shallow?
Me.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I know that you can come to me for anything. I still have people that can call me that I ain't talked to since we were in college, 2015, 10 years ago. Since we were in, high school. You can still call me, still vent, cry, whatever you're going through. Tell me about your relationship, your mama, whoever got locked up. I listen to all of that. People still know that they can come to me for things like that. But I don't necessarily have anybody in my phone where I'm like, man, it's probably been 10 years, but I'm gonna call him. I don't.
No, you just look them up on Facebook.
But I'm not finna have no heart-to-heart with you.
Right.
Because I don't give of myself that way. And maybe that's selfish of me.
Is it? I find in adulthood now, like, the people that I would be like, oh, I'm gonna call, like, we good, we besties. I'm not necessarily that to them anymore, Like, that relationship has changed. And really trying to figure out, okay, I need to be okay with that. Or what I'm looking for in a friendship, that's not there no more.
It's not reciprocal at the same time.
Sure. And I'm realizing like what I'm looking for in this particular person, another friend is offering, but I don't see it because I'm looking for it from this person.
Damn, that's deep.
So it's like, oh, I have exactly what I need and what I'm asking for. I just need to, it's over here.
Yeah, instead of
And
expecting
nurturing that.
yeah, this person to catch up to my needs.
Yeah. No.
I feel that. Yeah. It's hard to, just like in a relationship with you or I, it's hard to expect me to be your everything. It's hard for me to expect you to be my everything. And that don't mean we go Cam Newton and go dipping and dip whatever out there in the streets, but same for friendships of like this one friend, maybe this is a really good friend, a strong friendship, a long-lasting friendship, but I can't get everything out of this one friend. Like sometimes you have that call Kiki gossip with friends. Sometimes you got to go, I can call you at any moment and you gonna show up for drinks and just chat and we'll catch up on life 2 or 3 times a year. I don't even talk to you outside of that. But no one person can be everything.
And I don't need them to be, so settling in that.
That's growing up too.
That's growing up.
Is realizing that.
And I wonder what's that gonna look like in parenthood.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
see.
very curious.
Because I do have forever friendships where it's like, we see each other couple, we try to alternate a little us time, little family time, and we catch up on everything. We'll shut a place down. And be like, all right, I love you, bye. And then others, we texting every day. So I'm really trying to just highlight what I have in gratitude and be like, I'm not looking for anything else.
Yeah, that's good. I hope that my friends still remain my friends, still people that I can hang out with when I come home to Nashville, even if it's not partying on a rooftop bar or some.
But we will.
Yeah, but it won't be every time. And like sometimes it's like, hey man, I'm finna go to West End and go sit out right in front of the Parthenon or whatever. Go lay out a blanket. We just gonna go chill in the park. And I want a friend that does that too, and not just like, hey, what you doing? Here's the spot. Like, here's the vibe. Like, this is the bar. Like, I want someone that I can enjoy multiple parts of life with in a friendship, where like we can grow past this part.
Yeah.
Too. Because eventually, I pray, all of us are blessed enough to make it to our 40s and our 50s. And that can't be the lifestyle for that many years. So we'll have to grow and develop, and I hope my friendships are able to keep up with that. You have a lot of friends that have families, marriages, children, and I don't have a lot of friends that have that. So just hoping that they'll grow with me and then allow me to grow with them when it's their time to not elevate, but move into different positions in life.
I feel like we both have been that friend that will just like, I just want to spend time with you, and if that means spending time with you and your kids, then I'm spending time with you and your kids, So I would hope the same thing, like, we going to get brunch, but I got to bring, the baby's coming too, like that's expected. But I do want to say, I'm looking forward to Nashville because we got family. Go ahead, watch that baby. We hitting the rooftop.
Oh yeah, soak up this time, because it's not like I can just whip around the corner and see y'all. So enjoy, love. For
Have your
sure.
time. I don't want to interrupt. There's milk in the fridge.
Yep, we're already pumped and expressed and ready to go.
Expressed.
I'm very excited about that. I would have loved to bring a podcast to the podcast conversation. I love listening to In My Opinion with Michelle Obama and Craig Robinson. And they have their recent episode with Taraji P. Henson, and I cannot wait to listen to it. I just didn't get an opportunity today. But you know what I did do? 2 exercises. So I went on a little bit over a 2-mile walk at a new side of a trail today, and it was beautiful. And I listened to 2054 by Elliot Ackerman. It's very much like dystopian sci-fi, which is my jam.
Yeah.
So I got to listen to that, and it's a little close to home, quite honestly, but it's great. And then yesterday I installed a car seat or reinstalled it on my own. And I felt so proud to do that because you helped me the first time, but then you couldn't lean back in the seat.
Yeah, it was tough.
So we had to change the position. But I feel really positively about doing that. And then you went behind me and like checked and made sure it was good. And
It was
good.
excellent. Yeah, good job.
Thank you. I've been excited about taking care of things, doing what I can, controlling what I can, because there's going to be so much out of my control very soon that I just want to feel prepped and ready as possible. How are you feeling about the upcoming week and 4 days till due date?
I was talking about you at work today
Well, I hope it's good.
because they were like, "Oh, how are you feeling? Are you nesting?" I'm like, "My wife is doing the nesting." I just come home and be like, "It's a new house. Cool. This is put together. This is gone. This is moved." I'm like, "All right. I'm gonna go just do what I can." So I think now that we've kind of worked out the kinks and like what that does to each other, as far as like, oh, I'm thinking I'm getting things done and you're gonna be happy, but I'm like, I would like to be included in the new house that I come home to. So I think we have a good balance on that. So I'm like, just let her do her thing. If it's something you're passionate about, we say something, and if not, it's okay. And I can't say that I'm like ready. Like, I have patients that come in, they're like, "Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, da, da." I'm like, not there.
Like tired of being pregnant?
Yeah, I'm not tired of being pregnant, but I am very excited to meet them.
That's a good way to put that. Someone asked me how you were doing, and I put this week, like, she loves being pregnant until about 5:30.
Yeah, that's very accurate.
And then it's like aches, pains, uncomfortability, lots of like awkward movement. Sitting for long periods is uncomfortable. But you literally haven't done it all day. And your mind has had a task all day.
Okay.
And so now when you have less task in your brain to checklist or people to service, I just think that your body is more aware of it. I think that you would have felt like that if it was your day off, but you give yourself lots of tasks to do, and so it takes your mind off of it. And around 5:30, you eat, and then it's like, all right, well, I don't have any other tasks to complete, and so now I hurt.
Now you feel the hurt. I feel the pressure at work.
Yeah.
I feel it, but I'm like, all right, we got 30 people to see. Whoop, whoop.
Pull over, that ass too fat.
It is getting there.
It is getting there. You know what I'm saying? It is. I'd like for you to walk in front of me, personally.
I'm so glad that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Would be wrong if you were like ill.
I don't. Can you imagine that there are people that truly feel that way about their pregnant partner, that is bringing life? Pum pum give life?
Yeah.
And that's how you feel about her? Like, ugh, I really hope this goes back to this. Are you kidding me, dog?
So can we like do a little pool surgery thing? So it can be, baby, you would be very surprised.
I feel like I'd be surprised that you could land a right hook if I said something like that.
Mm-hmm. Scrolling TikTok during the visit. A very intimate visit where your stuff all in the air. And not even discreet. But anyway.
Not in the air. Not Destin Conrad. Yes. Shout out to Desty. Album dropping in 2 days.
2 days. I was like, it's this week. Things that I'm looking forward to. I want to see The Accountant 2.
Yes.
Man, yeah. Accountant 2. I'm looking forward to getting my hair done.
That's this weekend? This Sunday?
Saturday.
Saturday? She ain't never come on a Saturday.
I'm just happy she coming when the elevator working.
Bruh. Lord, please. That wasn't even a full knot. Hey, that's not him.
No.
I do need him to come back because happy hour is coming to a close here soon.
Well, speaking of the Lord. Speaking of the Lord. I think that he's doing this elevator thing on purpose.
For what?
Because I felt so good, so active when I had to take the stairs. And then even now, I'm thinking, even the elevator is working, I would still take the stairs. So I'm like, this is how we're gonna get baby moving.
Oh, do you? For sure, for
So-
sure.
That's fine. But I do enjoy the elevator when I need to take the trash out. I'm moving boxes. I need to do this. I understand, but if it was forced exercise that I appreciate now.
Yeah, I definitely feel the pain of when it doesn't work, and it always feels like when it doesn't work, that's when we have things to bring up. Remember that night? What was that? That was Saturday night when we came back with like oodles of boxes, like dumb boxes, and I'm over here like carrying strong man in the and just like high, up this high, and then we get in, and the elevator don't work. We gotta walk all that back.
That happened twice. So you had all that stuff, we had to walk back. Then the first time, I feel like we had groceries, we had something, and somebody was pressing the button, it wouldn't light up. We was like, we didn't even say a word. We just like, it ain't working. And we just hit the stairs like, don't even think twice about it. Let's just do it. Get it done.
5 flights. We're on floor 5.
You ain't gotta tell the people where we stay.
I didn't.
I'm just joking.
But just know, you start to feel that, and that anger starts to boil in you after a certain amount of time. And I definitely had a Baba Fix-It moment last week when it first broke, after it had worked for almost a month. And I had to email immediately. And I threw everybody on that email. Because you ain't finna have my wife, my pregnant wife, doing this post-baby. Like, unacceptable. No one should have to do it. And I'm all about thinking about everybody else. And this time, there's a specific case where we are affected. And I don't mind being selfish about that. This needs to be fixed. This is totally unacceptable. Like, I can't even imagine. Thank God, to my knowledge, that no emergencies happened in that, like, almost 3 months of down elevator time. Because that makes it so much harder for someone to help you.
True.
So I'm really thankful that nothing bad happened, and I really hope nothing bad happens in the future. Elevator working, everything's good. I don't have to carry baby plus stroller plus luggage and all that, multiple trips. It's all gonna work out.
Always does.
It's always gonna work out. Well, I mean, you know what it's time for. Hey, it's time for question of the day.
Let us see.
I got 3 options for you.
You only get one.
What? Only one today? All right, let's see what she picks. Make it a good one.
What is your favorite quirk about me and why?
My favorite quirk about you. That's so hard. Like, favorite. I have multiple little things that I enjoy about you, but the thing that comes to mind right now is if we're talking about something or you're referencing something, or even I bring something up and you're like, oh, what is that? You want to search. Like, you want to know the answer for things. You don't just like let it be information that goes in and out and you never do anything with it. If it's, we're watching something, a documentary, and they're like, oh, I did this project and this project, or this thing changed my life. You're like, what was that? And you'll go research it. You'll look it up. And I enjoy that quirk of thirst for knowledge.
Okay.
How are we doing, ladies?
Could I get the old fashioned?
Yeah, of course. Old-fashioned.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm fine with my water. My favorite quirk about you?
Yep.
Typically, you have to finish what you start. Typically, most times. I find it's quirky because it's like, now that I know you, probably a little bit better than you know yourself sometimes, you'll have like this little period of anxiety, and I'm like, she just needs to finish what she started earlier. How can I do that for her? Like, how can I help her facilitate that? What can I take off your plate so that you can have time to finish that? Because there's no other reason for this.
Give me an example, or tell me the last time I did that you can remember.
Putting the crib together.
All right, what about it?
So, my dad bought us a crib. One part came damaged. That was a very interesting evening. When you figured out that you could not put the bed together because you could not get the part. that the company's very small. It was gonna take a while for you to get it. And so I'm like, we as a family will not be settled. No one can sleep until this is done. And I feel like nobody did. The room is a mess. It's not done. I can't put up the pictures because I got the crib. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I'm just like, okay. So what else can I do to help you? Reminding you to be patient, things like that. But it's like that will bother you until it's done. And I love it because you get things done. But now I just know how to love you in the in between.
Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for not seeing that as a flaw in me, or it just being like that's just Margaret. That's just the Margaret in you, in which I'm absolutely positive that it is, and that's where that comes from. And it's also now the me in me, and it's part of that I don't want to disconnect from because that brings me peace to have things done and together. So thank you for seeing that and just knowing like she'll get to this when she's able to get to that, and she can get to that when this is done, and then all of that's gonna be done.
And then we can sleep.
And everybody can be happy.
Everybody can be happy.
Not that I was a terror. Oh, new news? I don't recall myself being a terror. How? Tell me more.
I didn't say nothing. This water is good.
Wow.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's time for a question of the day. So you gonna do another one?
No, I just need you to get off that.
Anyway,
I've enjoyed you.
I have enjoyed you. I've enjoyed this lovely evening. And good patio time.
It's always a good time with you, boo.
I can't wait to go home and eat dinner.
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed your beverage if you decided to pour one and listen to us or watch us now. And enjoy your evening safely. Enjoy your drink safely. And we'll see you next time for another cocktail conversation.